Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 8th through the 14th. We're going to connect here and see what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Guys, if you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the dates that I mentioned, don't you worry. You were brought to it when you were ready to hear whatever messages are coming up, all right? Because we're not all on the same exact time frame. But overall, we're going to see what's coming up here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Alrighty, my dears. Let's see what's happening. So, your first card here, and this is so weird, Gemini. As I'm connecting with your energy, for some reason, the movie Catch Me If You Can popped up in my head. Movie came up about a while back with like Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was like just kind of assuming these different identities and like running like some kind of a con, and they could not catch him. I don't think you guys are running a con, Gemini. I don't think you're doing anything deceitful like that. But I do feel like you might be doing some reinventing yourself, some like shape-shifting here, kind of figuratively speaking, where you're about to make really big changes. I feel like the sense of like reinventing yourself and you're feeling like you can do just about anything, right? Feeling kind of very confident like that, very bold. But we'll see what the cards have to say. So, the first card here is the Two of Pentacles, and this can indicate an energy of a lot going on, having a lot on your plate, okay? So, and I just heard many irons in the fire, okay? Right, you guys have, maybe most of you heard the expression, when you have an iron in the fire, it's like something you're working on that's going to take some time to come together. So you might have several kind of things you have lined up that you're working on. Some of you might even be getting into like things with stocks and bonds, because I heard stocks and bonds. So maybe like you're waiting for some investment to pay off or to like hit a certain number, and then you're pulling that out and you're putting it into some other project, or you're investing it into something else. But again, I feel this sense of like moving things around, shuffling things around, and trying to get smarter with what you're doing with the resources and the income that you have, okay? Two of Pentacles can also sometimes come up when somebody is really feeling insecure about a situation. One of the meanings of Two of Pentacles can be where you're feeling kind of silly or like embarrassed, or people are looking at you like you're foolish. And so when this card comes up, it comes up a lot of the times when somebody is having a hard time with coworkers at work, or they're having a hard time with like a new situation, like they landed a new job or something, or they're trying to put themselves out there in some way, and they're just constantly in their head like, oh my gosh, did you see how that person just looked at me? Oh my gosh, they think I'm so stupid, or they don't think I'm picking this up fast enough, or can you see the way that they were just in such a hurry to get away from me? They think I'm weird, they don't want to talk to me. Meanwhile, a lot of it is actually stuff that you're just kind of, I don't want to say imagining, but like maybe you're reading the cues incorrectly, or that's not the case, right? Maybe you're talking to somebody and they're like in a hurry to get out of there. Maybe they have to pass gas really bad and they're in a hurry to get out of there because they don't want to hear you, they don't want you to hear them pass gas. You don't know why someone is doing what they're doing, or you don't know why somebody made a certain facial expression, right? So when the Two of Pentacles comes up, a lot of the times it's a message to just get outside of your head. Like you're in your head too much, analyzing things too much, worrying about it too much. Just let it go. Just let it go. Do your best, right? Keep focused on what you're doing and try to have fun doing it. Try to make it pleasant, okay? If you're really struggling with a lot of different things that you know you have to do to get your life in order, you know, break it down into smaller chunks, smaller parts, right? Like if you had a lot of cleaning to do, if you had like this room full of stuff you had to organize, take it section by section. All right, you know what, this week I'm going to work on that corner over there, and then next week I'll work on that corner over there. Break it up into smaller parts and try to have fun doing it, okay? Your next card here, my darlings, is the Knight of Pentacles. Well, hey, this is confirming energy. The Knight of Pentacles is going to be basically the message of slow and steady wins the race, right? Gemini, you guys are an air sign, and many of the Geminis that I have met are very intelligent. I've met very smart Geminis who are really always have ideas and things coming in. And so I feel like the Knight of Pentacles for you guys is also saying, all right, calm down for a minute and ground yourself. Focus on one thing at a time, okay? Focus on one thing at a time. And this Knight of Pentacles here, especially for those of you who are really working to reinvent yourself, really working to move forward or make changes, right? To have like a solid security, I want to say security in your life. Knight of Pentacles is saying slow and steady wins the race. Just keep doing the work and you're gonna see the results, but don't rush yourself. Okay, don't rush yourself. Knight of Pentacles a lot of the time also comes up just to let you know that you're gonna succeed as long as you don't give up. Okay, if especially if you feel like, oh my gosh, I've done this before and I did this and it didn't work out and I'm gonna go do that, it's like, hey, just stick to something. Maybe you need to take some time to figure out what it is that you want to do, right? Because like in that movie Catch Me If You Can, he was all kinds of things. He was a doctor, he was a lawyer, he was a pilot, he was all kinds of things, right? He just kept shifting from one thing to the next. And so I feel like the message that's coming in for you, Gemini, is you could do anything. You could do anything you set your mind to, okay? But it's just time to make a decision, get focused, and then not give up. That's it. If you're tired of starting over again and again and again, just don't give up, right? Just keep moving forward and don't rush yourself. Don't hurry yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is not the fastest moving knight in the tarot, but he is the most reliable and he is the most consistent, and you don't have to second guess his work, right? Whatever he does, he's gonna do correctly, and the results are gonna be long lasting. They're gonna be solid, okay? It's not something that the wind can just come and blow away, right? It's gonna stand. It's gonna stand the test of time. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, or like you've got a lot going on, just take a breath here and focus, and slow and steady wins the race here. Don't rush yourself. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Moon. Okay, this is very deep emotional energy. And I do feel that this could be connected to the full moon that we just had, right? So a lot of you are still going to be feeling the effects of that full moon in through the coming weeks, in the way that I feel a lot of you are experiencing some, I guess some people like to call it shadow work, but deep emotions coming to the surface. And so I feel like you're getting a lot of things out of your system. Okay, a lot of things out of your system. And I feel some of you might be coming off as like quieter than usual, or have like a mysterious vibe about you, because I feel like you're in this deep, like introspective kind of energy. And for a lot of you, it's like you're overcoming your fears. You're releasing any fears you had, anything that was holding you back. We're also coming up on the new moon, right? Which is a time of change. And from what I'm understanding, also this energy of like letting go of fear and moving forward. So I kind of feel you're transitioning between that moon energy in a very powerful kind of way. Like you're just, you know, you're not coming off as like, somebody who is doing a lot of different approaches or changes outwardly, but inside, within yourself, there's a lot of epiphanies, a lot of realizations. You're beginning to realize like what has kept you from going after certain goals or dreams or ideas, and you're getting rid of the fear. You're letting it go. The moon card can also indicate that this is a situation, Gemini, where you need to trust your intuition. Like if you feel like somebody has been giving you the runaround, or just kind of trying to buy time with you, there might be things here beneath the surface that they're not telling you, and you need to trust your gut. Okay, you need to listen to what your gut is telling you, because the moon card is also really connected with intuition. So a lot of you are strengthening your intuition right now. Okay, listen to what your gut is telling you. Your gut knows what has not exactly materialized around you just yet. So pay attention to what your instinct is telling you about a person or a situation. Because I feel some of you, Gemini, might be in a situation where you've been working really hard. You've been working really hard to, um, make progress in a situation, or get promoted, or get a raise, or, work on, moving forward with a person in your personal life. And they might just kind of be telling you stuff, but they're just kind of buying time. So if you're not sure, pray about it, ask for guidance to see anything you might have not been seeing, and listen to what your gut is telling you. If someone is coming off to you like they're not genuine, or they don't mean it, or they're not serious, listen to that feeling. You don't have to like confront them about it and like make it a big deal and push the situation, but it's going to be helpful to you so that you can know where to put your attention, because a lot of you have a lot going on right now. You don't have this time to dilly-dally, right? You've got a very full plate with a lot of things happening in different areas of your life. So if you feel like somebody is kind of giving you the runaround, or maybe like wasting your time, listen to that gut feeling. And that way you can be focused in that Knight of Pentacles energy and not get distracted. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords can be taking a break, taking some time away. And there's a very strong spiritual element that comes in with the Four of Swords. When I see the Four of Swords come in for somebody, basically it tells me mentally, emotionally, like you've been through the ringer. You've been through a lot, right? And so this is like needing some time away, needing some space, right? Maybe this is why I got the Catch Me If You Can movie in my head when I connect with your energy. Maybe some of you just want to get away for a while, and you might be planning that. You might be thinking about that. And I do feel that many of you are going to manifest some kind of working situation where you are going to be able to work remotely or continue to work remotely. And some of you might even be coming into a time where you're actually just like setting it up as things change, as things open up. I know depending on where you're living, some places the travel restrictions are stricter than others, but you might even be setting yourself up to where you're like, okay, you know what, I'm going to take some time to figure out where I want to live, where I want to relocate to. And you might just be going and visiting different places. Like maybe you're just going to go Airbnb for a while, right? I'll go to this Airbnb in this area, and then go to that Airbnb in that area, or staying with friends or family, or just setting things up in a way where you're not running away from your responsibilities, you're not running away from your work, but you're taking some time away from others to figure out what you want to do or how you want to do things. Those of you who are not working, right, there might be this time that you kind of take a little bit of a break from the job hunt to focus on like realizing, wow, there's stuff I have to release here, there's stuff I have to let go of, there's things I have to grieve. So I just feel a very strong like just clearing, cleansing, emotional release. Okay, and taking some time and some space for yourself. Alrighty, my dears. Again, these are general readings. It might not resonate some weeks, or certain parts of it might, certain parts of it might not. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more for you. And you might need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I will have that listed in the description as well. And those of you who have been waiting for the explanation, waiting for the first podcast, that's up as well. And I will have that linked in the description as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, my darlings.